And off we go from Denver. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Big hold of the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run on first down. Friedman. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, 33 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. Friedman able to avoid him at the 40. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
First down, Friedman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Friedman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 61 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Friedman able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Six yards left on 2nd down. They run the counter. Friedman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now they try the right side here. A nice little juke. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
On 2nd down, Friedman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Friedman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try the left side. Friedman. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 8.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Big hole up the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jonnu Smith taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is the tight end Fant. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Now a give, right side. Friedman.
164 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a give, right side. Friedman. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On first down, Friedman takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the right side with Harris, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll run on first down. Friedman, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Friedman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
202 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run the counter. Friedman, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They go play action here on first, and the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, Friedman. Oh, he shifts past him. Into the secondary again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now a handoff as they run left side. He juked him. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Now a give right side. Friedman. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 3rd down, Friedman. And some room to maneuver. And they can't bring him down. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.